Hey guys, happy Wednesday. It's Dory from Stampin' Always with Dory, and I am here to share a Christmas card with you. So, my schedule has been a little crazy recently. The kids are getting ready to go back to school. I should say the kid, my son Henry, and then the girls are going back to college. So my stamping time has been a little bit decreased recently, but I'm excited to be here with you this evening and share with you our adorable bundle. The original is the sweet jar, and the best thing about this is there's a punch. So there's a jar punch that allows you to punch out the adorable little jars. So I made a quick and cute Christmas card today, which I'm super excited to share. And I'm gonna show you, so as you can see, here's a couple here I'm gonna show you. There's the little gingerbread. I think my phone, I'm gonna turn my phone. There we go. There's the little snowman, and then there's the little snowman you can fill in his hat, and you have the lid for the jar. Okay, and in the stamp set there is a lid for the jar, or you can simply just punch it out in your favorite designer series paper or your favorite cardstock. Okay, so that's the sweet jar. There are, these look like jelly beans, but they're actually chocolate chip cookies. So you can put cookies in the jar, you can put hearts in your jar, and shamrocks, and birthday candles. So I'm excited to do one with the birthday candles, so stay tuned for that one. And then this one is the holiday one with your little gingerbread man and cookies. This is just the outline. The little snowman, and then little ornaments that you can put in your jar as well. Okay, so what I've done is I am going to take a piece of basic white cardstock. I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to show you the little jar. I'm actually going to break out a clean acrylic block. Some of mine have been used recently and are not the cleanest. We gotta have clean. And I've got a shadow too. I'm not sure what's, maybe that's better. Not really. My lighting. Oh, there's a little, that's a little better. Okay, so I'm going to take the jar and I'm going to put it on my block. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp it 3 different times on the bottom of the cardstock. So when I stamped this one with the little snowman, it kind of looks black, but I used one of our new ink colors called Secret Sea, and they're actually on sale right now until August 31st. So you can get a lot of our products. It's not just our new ink color like cardstocks and things like that, but the products that contain the ink colors are on sale as well. So you might want to check that out. Again, they're 15% off until the end of the month. So I used our Secret Sea to stamp our little snowman, or not our little snowman, but the little jar. Okay, so I'm going to move this aside. I'm going to show you. I'm going to tap, and I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. And you have to remember when you punch these out, the little lid is going to be on the top. Okay, so you may not use it, but it is going to punch out at the same time. And then I'm also going to do 3 on the other side. So I'm going to turn it around. So this will be enough to do 2 different cards. This one's going to be soft suede. And I'm going to clean this quickly, and then we will be ready to stamp in the soft suede. So again, I'm going to ink this up. Soft suede and real red are two of my favorite colors for the holidays. With like old olive. So there you have 6 jars ready to rock and roll. Okay, so I'm going to use, we're going to fill the jars first and then we're going to punch them out. So one of the great things about our stamps is you just peel them off, and you can use this block for the next image. So this is the one, it's the little gingerbread. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little gingerbread. Let me show you on the front. Yeah, you have like the little gingerbread cookie with the hearts and candies, maybe, I'm not sure. So we're gonna ink these up, okay, off screen, and we're gonna make sure they're nice, and then we're gonna put them right in the jar. Okay, so there's one. We're gonna do 3 of them. Actually, we're gonna do 2, sorry, because we're gonna put our words in the center. So there's 2 for that one, okay? And then I have the words that say wishing you the sweetest Christmas, because we're giving them cute little treats. And that's gonna be, like I said, in real red. So I'm gonna do this next. I love the font. And that's all you're gonna put right there in that little jar. Okay, wishing you the sweetest Christmas. Then we're gonna come back and we have the inside of the gingerbread man. So this is gonna be the part that gets like your little bow, the little buttons, everything. And you're gonna line this up. And I'm going to just put it right over top, and hopefully, okay, so it fills it in. All right, it gives you the accent and it fills it in. So I'm going to do that on this one, and then I'm going to do it again on this one over here. So there are the 3 that you need for one card. Okay, so then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to do the ones that are here now. So for that one, I'm going to use my snowman. Do you want to build a snowman? Okay, maybe it's a little too late for singing, I'm not sure. If you guys are on, you can let me know. You can give me a thumbs up. You can leave me a comment, a like or a love. Sorry I'm on a little bit late this evening, but like I said, school starts tomorrow, and my favorite tuba player had band practice tonight. So, so this one is the little snowman in Secret C. Look how cute that is. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 of this one. Okay, and then I'm gonna show you how you can easily, this is another one of our in colors. I use Timid Tiger. And I want to show you what not to do with your snowman. Okay, so maybe because it's Wednesday, I don't know, but I could not figure out what this little thing was at the top. Well, it's the little filler for the hat. So I don't know, call me blonde, but it's okay. So you position this on there, and it fills in the hat for you, and it puts this little scarf on. Super cute, okay? So we're gonna do the same over here, just like that. Look at him, he's so cute, ready to roll. Ready to roll right into the holiday. So I'm gonna put the same words, or the same verbiage, wishing you the sweetest Christmas, but I'm gonna use Secret C on this one, okay? So again, I'm gonna clean that one off, okay? And I'm going to stamp it in Secret C. Okay, just like that. So we have that. Love it. And then there are some little snowflakes that you can add to little snowman. So I don't know if you can see them, the little dots right here. And I am going to use my balmy blue for that one. And when I'm doing something like this, I'm gonna put that right on my stamp block. Oh, sorry about that. I am going to just use this to fill around the outside, but I have a scrap here, little scrap paper, and like I said, it's scrap. And I'm gonna stamp off. So I just want the snowflakes to be very subtle around the outside of the snowman. Okay, I can do a little bit on the top, and then we will fill in just like that, just like this. Perfect. Maybe a couple more. The snowflakes, they can fall to the ground. Okay, this one I got super excited. Maybe a little too many snowflakes, but there you are, there's that. Okay, so then I want to take, I don't want to stamp my, I don't want to stamp my lids. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did. Put away my ink here. Just stuck my finger in it. We don't want that. So this is actually some designer series paper that is from our annual catalog. And I'm going to take my little lid. You can have it going whichever way you want. And I'm just going to punch 3 little lids out, just like that. Okay, so you have flowers on one side, and then you have the blue on the other side. Okay, then I'm gonna take and I'm going to, I always punch upside down. These don't have to be straight because you can maneuver them right inside the jar. Remember I said you're gonna get the lid with it too, so you can save the lid if you want to, or if not. And wishing you the sweetest Christmas. Okay, so we have those 3. So we're gonna make a little pile of the little snowman. Okay, and the little lids here. We're gonna push them to the side. Then we're gonna turn it over, and we are going to do the little gingerbread men and the candies in the jar. So 1, okay, I'm gonna put that there. We have 2, and we have 3, just like that. Okay, all right. And I am going to take, I'm going to show you a little trick. I think I can do this without messing this up. So I'm going to take my, maybe it won't. No, I'm going to get a scrap piece. I'm not going to show you that little trick. I thought I could punch it out underneath, but I can't. But the perfect thing is when you have little scraps like this, you can simply punch out 3 little jar lids just like that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. All right, so we are going to, I want to show you something I did with one of the new products that I just got in the order. It's the Jolly Holly Hybrid Embossing Folder. And I'm going to show you how I emboss that. And I don't know if you can see it on here, but it is on the, can you see it? The holly that's on the card there. Okay, it just gives your cardstock or your designer series paper a little extra oomph. And I actually got this from the Weekend Adventures scrapbooking workshop. Okay, so this has 3 projects to make inside, but it has some amazing designer series paper, and I thought this one was great for holidays and Christmas. Okay, it has little trees, little arrows on it, and then it has this one too. I thought this would be perfect for a snowman. The little splotches on there kind of looks like snow. And then there's another one that's wood grain, great for holiday projects. And then there's also another one, I love this, like the whitewash look too. Great for, you know, camping, capturing camping pictures and things like that, but also perfect for your holiday projects. So what I did is I took my hybrid embossing folder. And I don't know if you guys know this. Do you see the little black line there at the bottom? I'm gonna make sure our trees are going in the right direction. So I just line that up right there. And then I line this one up right here. Okay, just like that. Then you're gonna close it and hold it tight. And then I have my stamp cut and emboss machine right here on the table. So we might have a little craft needle as it goes through. I'm not sure. Let's see. It might wiggle. Yeah, it's gonna wiggle. I apologize, guys. Just a little. Work is happening over here. Hi, Henry. Happy Wednesday. Henry starts school tomorrow. He's gonna be a big, bad sophomore in high school. All right. So let me pull this out of my embossing folder. And can you see, you can see the images there, the holly images on both. Okay, so I'm gonna put that aside. The next thing I'm gonna show you is, this is just a regular card. It is 5.5 by 8.5. I fold it. Lily! Ah, my favorite oldest daughter. She left for college last Friday. So it's a regular card. All I did was I trimmed 1 inch off of the front piece, okay? All I did. And it just makes your card look a little extra fancy. Excuse me. So what I'm gonna do is, this is soft suede. I'm gonna take a piece of real red. That's gonna be my next layer. And I'm gonna use my Stampin' Seal. Okay. I'm gonna put that right on the front of my card. I'm gonna line that up, just like that, okay? Then I have a piece of, I'll show you, I have a piece of basic white, 4 by 5 1/4. And we are gonna use that. Line that up, okay. Then this is the little piece that's gonna go on the edge. Okay, right here on the edge. You can see the little holly berries. There's little acorns on the other side too. Look how cute they are. I don't know, can you guys see them? Yeah, look how cute those little acorns are. So, okay. So we're gonna put this on the edge here. Make sure this fits right against the basic white. So then when you close it, you have that little snippet of the holly and the trees. Then you are going to add your little tree piece to the front. So it kind of gives you the illusion that you have like a little strip there for a whole card, but it's a little peek on the inside too. Okay, so we're going to use our Stampin' Seal again. And we are going to put this on here. Okay, so it gives you a little texture. I love texture. And it gives you, especially when you're embossing your designer series papers, you already have an image there, but it just adds a little bit more as well. Okay, so now we have our 3 jars. Okay, and so I'm gonna put lids on the jars because we don't want anything to fall out. And I just used my Stampin' Seal with this. You could use Tombow, whatever you would like, but Tom and I weren't getting along today, so I decided to use Stampin' Seal, but we're just gonna put this right there on the top. Hello, thank you for joining me. So that's one little jar. There's jar number 2 with our warm wishes in it. Again, just using my Stampin' Seal. That's okay, I was late this evening too. I had to pick up my son from band, so I love the fact that you're joining me, and I would love for you to watch the replay. All right, so last one, last little jar. And I kind of use this, see this little line here? I use that to put my little jar lid on. You know what I'm super excited about is, you know, I've shown you guys the extraordinary florals. I think it would be so cute to put little flowers in this jar too. So that's on my list of things I've dreamt about. Hi, Mom. Gosh, the gang's all here. Uh-oh, my jar lid is coming off. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna start, and I'm just gonna kind of use these to cover up the edge. And I had my dimensionals here somewhere. Here they are. They're right here next to me, and I just can't see them. So my dimensionals. Well, hello, Diane. Thanks for joining me from Maine. That's so exciting. All right, so we're gonna peel these off, and I'm gonna start, you can do it either way. So you can start kind of this side, or if you wanna, however you're feeling. They are so cute, and I love the fact that there is a punch that coordinates. So I love the jar. I love the fact that you can punch them out. I'm gonna go this way, and just to make sure your dimensional is not sticking off the side. So I am gonna start here. Then we're gonna have our warm wishes in the center. Okay, so I'm a dimensional girl. I love dimensionals on pretty much anything. And then the next one, we're gonna bring in this way. And then the bottom one, so I'm just kind of, if you guys could see, it would be helpful. Just making sure that I can fit all these on here and not cover up the words. So it's looking good. So I'm gonna put this kind of this way. My little jar is going this way. And you're kind of just making a border for your card that way. And then we're gonna go this way. And I'll get my big hand out of the way. And then this one is gonna come this way, and it fits just perfect. So I love that. The little jars on the corner, or the edge, sorry, it's not the corner, the edge. Just like that. The bundle is adorable, and you have the holiday bundle, and then you have the regular one too. So you have the sweet jar, which I have not debuted yet. We'll have more samples of that this week. And then I'm using the jar of joy, which is the holiday one with the little snowman. So if you missed it, I may have sang a small excerpt to Frozen, but anyway, so that is the cutest little card ever. You have a greeting on the outside, so you can write inside if you wanted to. There is another one that says, "May your heart be filled with joy," or "Sending a jar full of cheer." For that one, you would just have to stamp it. You would have to kind of break it up as you stamped it. So sending a probably jar full of cheer in the next line. Thank you. So there's that one. I couldn't stop there. I had to add a couple rhinestones or something. So of course I had rhinestones sitting on my desk because they're my absolute favorite. And I had my take your pick tool. So it was just a great combination. And then I'm gonna use my little rhinestones. I'm gonna put one up here in the corner. You guys, I have my little, you know, my weird thing, rule of 3. And so you kind of want them like off. I don't want these to match up. So I have my 3 little designs there. And there you have it, okay? And then we have this one here. So let's make this one together too. This one's gonna be on the fly. I have nothing cut out for it, but we are going to use, I do have Secret C right here. So we're gonna use Secret C, and we're gonna use a little bit of the cloud cover. All right. So this is gonna be, like I said, it's on the fly because I have to do this little snowman one. So it's 5.5 by 8.5. on the one side, I love this. You just cut off an inch. Okay. So there we have it. That's your card base right there. You can impress your friends. Voila. Okay. So next I'm going to use a little piece of cloud cover. And this is going to be, let me get my little cutter and bring it to me. Okay. And remember guys, our In Color cardstock is on sale. Not just the cardstock, but the supplies. So anything that, yep, 3.5. So this piece here on the front is 3.5 by 5.5. So my cloud cover layer is going to be 3.25 by 5.25. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, check this out. Oh, maybe not. I think I meant to do 3. 3, sorry. Okay, so we're doing our layer, and then we're bringing in, I love this the designer series paper. Okay, it kind of looks like you're stuck in a snow squall. So it would be perfect for this little card. And so this is going to be by 5. Let's see. Like I said, stamping on the fly. So it's 2 3/4. All right, so let's get this big cutter out of our way and let's stamp. So here we have it. I love this. And these little snowmen are going to be so stinking cute. So we have, look at this. We have this one. You guys are going to have to tell me which one your favorite is. Okay. So you're going to put this designer series paper on top. Again, has our In Colors in it, so it is 15% off till the 31st of August. Okay, so we are going to take this piece, and this is going to be on the front. Look at that. Okay, then we're going to need a piece of our basic white, and there just happens to be a piece right here. How great is that? And that is going to be 4 by 5.25. That's going to be for the inside of our card. And the great thing about this is you could make so many different designs by just changing your card base and your image. So you have so many different little jars. So this one is going to go right on the inside. Okay, so this is 4 by 5.25. Sorry guys, apparently I should drink some caffeinated beverage before I do this. There we go. All right, so we have that. Super cute. But then we want a piece of this, our designer series paper, and that is going to be 1 inch by 5.25. So we have 5.25. I think it sounds like I need to get a little WD-40 for my cutter here. So there's our piece right there. All right, so here we go. I know, flowers on one side and semi-snowflakes on the other. Snow squall. We're gonna call this Pennsylvania snow squall is what this paper is gonna be called. All right, so we put that right there. And then look at that. I'm in love. Okay. So we have our little snowmen. Look at them. Aren't they adorable? Same design as before. I just changed the image on the inside. Okay. And I have my little jars, the lids, just like that. I want to see. Okay, I'm going to change it though because I want my jar lids to stand out. And if I use the designer series paper, they're not going to. So we are going to use cloud cover as our lid. And that will give us a little bit of contrast on the front of our card. okay? So you can take your Stampin' Seal and you can just put your little bit there. Oh my gosh, look at that, guys. So cute. So you have your little jar with your little snowman. You have jar number 2, which is gonna have your wishing you the sweetest Christmas. Okay. Got it. And jar number 3 is the snowman there. Okay. Isn't that cute? So you have your three little jars. All right. So same as last time. We're gonna start out. These kind of look like, these are super cute. They look like little snow globes to me. So we are going to take our dimensionals again, making sure that they do not hang over the edge of your card, because if they do, then we're gonna make it just sideways just a little bit, because you don't want them hanging over, because then your card will be shut and your friends will not know that you are wishing them the sweetest Christmas. So the possibility is endless with this little set. It's absolutely adorable, and like I said, you can put pretty much anything inside this jar. So if you have, I have a whole bunch of flowers, and I can't wait to make a jar full of flowers, so that is on my list. All right, so I forgot to space it. Luckily, we can just pick this off a little bit, and we can move it up, but don't forget to space your jars and make sure they fit, okay? Because this one will be perfect at the bottom. See, it avoids the Christmas, so you can still see everything, but all right, just like that. And so we are going to put that one like so. So wishing you the sweetest Christmas. I love it. What do you guys think? I love it, I love it. Okay, and then we're gonna take just a little bit of blender pens, and I am going to use the Balmy Blue. I'm gonna squeeze, turn it over, and see how it gives you the little bit in there. Okay, I want just the tiniest bit, and I'm gonna kind of go underneath of the snow there. And there we go. Just wanted to add the little bit of detail. And then of course, we cannot forget the rhinestones, especially on this one. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna use a medium rhinestone right here at the top. Thank you so much. I'm gonna put one here, just like I did on the other one. And then I'm gonna put, like I said, I don't like them to be completely lined up. So just like that. So I have my little diagonal. And these are the two Christmas cards. Let me see if they're, get them in the frame there. With the Jar of Joy. So don't forget, we have Jar of Joy. Sorry, the little, oh, I know, Wink of Stella. I love her, I miss her. And Sweet Jar. Okay. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys too at the very end. This is a little template you can make with the jar. So if you want to stamp on the inside, you can put this over a piece of paper, and that way if you want to stamp the jar and the lid, you have a little template that you can do that with, so you know that your lid and jar are going to be together when you go to punch them out. Okay, so just a little tip. So again, guys, happy Wednesday. Thanks for bearing with me. I know I've been kind of sporadic recently, but hopefully in the next week I'll get back to my normal days of stamping together. But until then, enjoy, have a great evening, and check back this week. You can join me on Facebook at Stampin' Always with Dory, or on YouTube, Stampin' Always with Dory, and look for another video and more samples using the Jar of Joy and Sweet Jar bundle. Take care, guys.